Have you ever worn this hat on the show before?
No.
I like it a lot. It looks very nice.
Are you sure?
Is that the one you got
once?
I think you have.
Is that the one you got in your giveaway?
Say that again.
Was that the one you got from a giveaway that got? Didn't you get? That did happen though, right?
It did. It is this one.
Well, I didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
the World
nice.
Series champs. Remember when we watched that, guys?
I do.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't. Were you there, Rick?
Oh wait, no, I was not there.
Josh
That
was.
Josh
that
was
in
there.
Ren?
Yeah, that was
I-
in Ren, and we all got super hype, even though I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that they won, so I was like, yeah.
I'm gonna wear this in with respect to the World Series wrapping up last week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna wear
That's
this.
The Braves, thank God.
Yeah, true. Welcome back, everybody, to the Fifth Line Podcast. We're back. We got Nick in the upper left, Eric next to him, Ben underneath Nick, and then I'm in the bottom right there.
Yeah, Benny, get underneath me.
We now know that Nick is a top and Ben is a bottom. All right,
Yeah.
folks. What's on the
Who's
agenda?
surprised?
I'm a switch.
Not
my
me.
mom watches this. God damn it. Oh boy.
All right.
Well,
moving on.
Sorry, Lori.
Yeah, sorry.
Moving on. I got to see Eric, which was cool.
Yeah.
I got to see him on Thursday. We didn't bring Nick down. Nick would have been the fifth wheel. It was a double date. Would you have been okay with being the fifth wheel?
Whatever, guys.
We would have
Fuck
been
you.
okay with you there. Next time we'll bring
He's
him
hurt.
down for some Dino BBQ.
I'm like
Ben
2.5
knows,
hours
Ty.
up. It's like,
Listen.
oh yeah,
Ben
if
has
you don't
told-
invite Nick, you're
Ben
dead
knows
to him
that
for at
I get
least like
butthurt
4
when I don't get
years.
the invitation.
Yeah, that's true.
So fuck you.
All right, so next time, Eric, we're gonna let Ben know.
No. s-
If it's a weekend, who knows? I'll be down.
The thing is, like, I'm not like everything. So everything around here is like 15 minutes away. So when I'm like, oh, Nick's a 45-minute drive, like that's a bit of a hike. But like, yeah, you're like, I just do that
I
all
had
the
to
time.
do it the other day.
Yeah.
Came down here?
So that's
Yeah,
I had
45
to drive
minutes.
to
That's a
Albany.
quick drive.
yeah, that is a quick drive.
Yeah, up north.
Actually, it was last weekend. It was
Yeah.
Friday night last week. I didn't talk to you guys about that
No.
when I got back when we shot last weekend. No, I locked myself out of my apartment.
Oh no.
So I had to drive down to Albany to get my keys from Aaron.
Dang.
That
Okay.
sucks.
That does suck.
Yeah, that
Dude,
sucked.
should have let me know. Could have hung out.
Your apartment key isn't on your car keys?
No, so I take them off because I have an electronic swipe card to get me into our gym. And if I bring it to work with me, it'll fry that card for some reason whenever I put it through metal detectors. So
So you can't take the key off of the swipe card.
I could, but when I have my keys, I usually go to the gym. I don't like to
Oh, okay.
switch them off all the
Okay.
time. So
I see what's going on here.
I'm
He
not
had a
gonna
new-
lie,
he
when
had
you
a new
moved out
move.
of-
I went to
when you
Five
moved
Guys.
out
I
of Clinton-
neglected to grab them, and then I got back and I was like, I forgot my keys because they're not in my pocket. And I get up to the door and like, motherfucker, this is locked.
When you moved out of Clinton, Mike, your old set of keys was the handiest fucking thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just left your 2 keys on its own ring, and when I was just like going to Ridley's or something, and
It's nice. It's nice to have
It
a
was
second
great.
set.
Anyway,
Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about, guys. A lot happened this week. We are going to get to the big story, but I first wanted to mention old Pekka Rinne, noted inspiration for one of Nick's fantasy team names.
Peckerhead
Oh, yeah.
Renes.
There it is. He's having his jersey number retired. He's going to be the first Predator to have that honor, which, yeah, makes sense.
It was the funniest thing. He was in his press conference there. He was like, I never expected to have my number retired or something like along those lines. And it was just really funny to see hockey Twitter as a whole just be like, what the fuck do you mean?
What are you
dude?"
talking about?
Like, just was an entire team for a while there. Congrats on a great career for him. And then this kind of honor, it's cool. First for Nashville. So yeah.
Deserving.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He a lot like the likes of like Bobrovsky. He was kind of he's either godlike or would have some down years, but like overall, especially when he was on, he was a goalie.
I remember during the Preds run to the Cup. What was that? 2017, 2016, 17.
Yeah, it was 17. Yeah, because 15, 16 was when the Pittsburgh played the Sharks. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sharks.
So
yeah, but
it would have been 16, 17.
Yeah, I remember on that Cup run, some of the ridiculous saves he was making, and just I remember that the Preds' first round series against the Blackhawks. I don't know if you guys remember that, where Pekka Rinne at one point had over the first 2 games had 2 points, 2 assists. And no one on the Hawks had that many points or something ridiculous like that. And I was just like, oh, this guy, what? He could always handle the puck really well. I remember there would be times where he would just, but with all goalies, they go to handle the puck and they just screw it up, and it's just, it ends up on Steve's dangets or whatever. Even though that's kind of a recent thing. But Pekka Rinne was one of the best puck handlers for sure. I don't know if you guys have anything to say about that, but I think he was pretty effective in that sense.
No, I mean it kind of just sucks that he didn't ever get a cup. That's really the big thing for me.
I was rooting so hard for Nashville on that run. I bought a Nashville jersey and eventually customized it with Subban because I really wanted PK to get it that year too, because that would have just been so fun. I loved him as a player too. So yeah.
PK?
I'm pretty sure.
If only.
I'm pretty sure that universally that year, well, maybe with a few exceptions, everyone was like, "Yeah, Nashville." They wanted Nashville to win, not Pittsburgh.
So were they playing that season?
Pittsburgh in the Cup final. Nashville, Pittsburgh.
That was their second in a row. Pittsburgh's.
Yeah.
Yep. That was when they went back to back.
Was that the
back to backs are becoming more common? Question mark.
Seems to be.
Was that the Ottawa season that they pushed Pittsburgh to the game 7?
Yep.
For that friggin' knuckleball by Kunitz.
Hey, Chris Kunitz. He was a Bolt for a little bit.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, that was weird.
He like has won cups with a bunch of teams, if I remember correctly. It was Anaheim, Pittsburgh. There was another one. Yeah, he was. I think he was on the Anaheim team in 07.
Dang.
Wow. Yeah.
He has like I can't remember what his was. He on the Carolina team? 1 second. Continue.
He may have been, but this his jersey retirement is February the 24th, 2022.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, tune into that if you want to see it. Which I was kind of surprised because I was like, there's a lot of shit going on in February. I'm actually surprised there's actual games in February, just with the Olympics, and they're doing an all-star game as well, and like an all-star like skills competition, I would assume. Like, that's Vegas, right?
Yes, it is in Vegas.
Yes.
Ooh, that's gonna. They better pull out all the stops, do something cool.
They will. I think they will.
And not
And
do
rolling
that
right into our next topic.
Oh yeah,
fucking Vegas.
Could roll right into that.
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah.
As
So
flashy as Vegas is, they make a big splash once again.
Yep.
Yeah, Nick, take us through it, man.
Yeah.
Well, if you recall back to last week's episode, the last 2 teams that were remaining into the hunt of the Jack Eichel sweepstakes was Vegas and Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you watch, Vegas is going to get them because they don't give a fuck about their players.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did it.
Oh yeah, no, it was like the least shocking outcome.
That's why I was bummed.
Yeah,
I wanted something fun to happen, and it's like, Vegas got him again.
Well, I think the thought behind why Vegas needs them is they probably don't think that what's his name, Steven Chandler?
Oh no, they needed a center.
They're weak down the middle.
They don't, but they probably don't think he's like their number one, like a number one center. So like now they have a true number one center.
That's true.
As good
so
as
what I heard with Calgary,
he should
deal
have
with
been able to
Calgary
shut
with
down
Matt
that
Tkachuk.
I think it's so this was on the Steve Dangle podcast, as always.
Yeah.
Adam
Tkachuk
said it
may not have been.
Yeah, he may not have been in like a deal, and Adam said this: if Matt Tkachuk was in a deal, he would have taken it, and I would have taken it too.
Yes, if that indeed was the case, that should have been the one they took because he's a much better player than
if he was. Yeah, no, I agree. If he was in a deal, though, the problem is Matt Tkachuk's contract expires this season, I believe. So then the Sabres, this or next season. So
I thought
they
he
would have had to sign. Nah, I'm pretty sure it's up quickly here.
Or did he
They
get
would have had to
a
re-sign him,
bridge?
and we all see how that went. Well, how well that went with Ottawa this year, with Brady, his
Yeah.
brother.
True.
He got there eventually.
Yeah, this is his last year.
Wow, I did not realize that. He must have just gotten a bridge.
That's a real nice looking bridge deal.
Yeah.
$7 million.
He should make some money though this time around.
I think he goes somewhere
Although-
else.
I mean, you
I
see
bet
that
it's not with
friggin-
Calgary.
You see that freaking goal he had the other night though? Jesus.
That was so nice. That's the thing. Isn't that kind of funny? Because Connor McDavid had that sick goal where he goes through the whole team, and then later on, Matt Tkachuk does that.
Yeah.
So it's like
I don't know how, like, Connor McDavid's brain is just, how do you go into that situation where you're just like, yes, this lane through 4 defenders, that's this is where this is where we're going, and then
so
just
here's the
do
thing.
it.
Here's the thing. So we kind of veered off of Eichel for a second, but
We
because
did.
we brought up the McDavid goal, this is appropriate. So this is I'm gonna little story time real quick right here, if you guys don't mind.
good.
So this was Friday.
Already
So
off topic,
I
we might as
remember. So Caroline and I, because I was still up in Albany. Caroline and I went to a little bar down the street from her apartment.
Hmm.
I remember checking my phone and just looking at scores, and I remember it being 4-1 Rangers. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. And I remember we went to the bar. There was no hockey on. There was just football on, and we were just sitting there eating some food, having some beer, and someone turned on the Edmonton Rangers game, and I saw it was 5-4 now, and I'm like, whoa, that game like got super crazy. And so Caroline and I kind of moved our seats. We weren't sitting at the bar. We were sitting at a table, and we kind of scooched our seats over so we could see the TV better. And we're like, oh, okay, there's 3 minutes left. And Caroline was like, oh, yeah, like, is McDavid out there? I'm like, oh, yeah, I think he has the puck right now. And then, 30 seconds go by, and then we see him turn back, and then we just see him go through 1 defender, 2 defender. We're like, and then he scores, and we just look at each other because we were just like, did that just? We're like, this is
Dang,
live,
man.
right? Like, this game is happening. Like it was just so ridiculous seeing that live, and no one in the bar, like, no one cared because
The best part,
there's football on and everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, we're just losing our minds over here. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
the best part was the look on his face. Even
After
was
he
like,
scored, yeah.
holy shit! I actually just, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
he was like, I wanted to, but like, I didn't know if I was gonna like.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was kind of crazy.
That was pretty sick. Actually, on that in that vein, I've had, obviously not to the same extent. I've had that same kind of, wait, I just did that face once. Yeah, like I was in front of the net back when I was playing, and Josh shot the puck, and I tried to deflect it, but I moved my stick too much, and I accidentally just like perfectly flung it straight up in the air, like 5-6 feet, and then hit it out of the air with my backhand over the
shit.
goalie's
On the way
shoulder,
down.
and was like, oh.
That went perfectly.
That's just how I planned it.
Yeah.
But no, that was.
But Jack,
Anyway, back to Jack Eichel.
So what do you guys think about? Obviously, they're super unhealthy right now. But what do you guys think about a healthy Vegas with a first line of Stone, Pacioretty, and Eichel?
it's gonna be good. Like,
Assuming-
it was very clearly they were addressing a need.
Yes.
They lose Chandler Stevenson, then eventually get him back in that series against Montreal. But like, yes, Phil Deneau was admittedly a very big part of it, and it was good, and they're missing him now. But Phil Deneau should not shut down that forward core that Vegas has.
No.
Like, he was good, yeah, but like, that shouldn't have happened. So I think going for a center was smart, because they had seemed to try to like a wings in approach for a while, and I guess they just were finally like, yeah, no, maybe we need at least a big guy
Down the middle, yeah.
to kind of push some guys back.
So the viewers that may not know, the trade was Jack Eichel to the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Sabres received Alex Tuck, Peyton Krebs, a top 10 projected 22
So
first round pick,
I have
and a and a 23 second round pick.
So I have all of this shit here. Would you like me to read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
Okay. So as Nick said, Buffalo gets all that stuff. Vegas gets Eichel, and they actually get a third rounder, which I think is projected to be 2023 right now. But the conditions of all the picks are if Vegas's first round pick this year is in the top 10, then all the picks get pushed back a year. So
Which that's smart if you
yes.
can make that happen.
Yes. So that would mean
good.
So the Buffalo first right now is 2022. The second is 2023. So if Vegas somehow tanks and ends up finishing, bottom 10 of the league, they're that first and second go from 2022 and 2023 to 2023 and 2024. And then Vegas's pick would also get bumped back to 2024 as well, I think. But yeah,
Okay.
lots of moving parts, but that's how
that
I
makes
understood
sense for Vegas, especially because they're already not that healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're losing Alex Tuck, who I think was close to coming back from injury. And you're not going to have Jack Eichel for another probably like 3 months.
3 to 5.
At the earliest. Yeah, at the earliest.
Yeah.
So who knows what this season's going to be. Like, that was good that they got that part of it. And surprised they were able to get that out of Buffalo because, like, it was an okay trade. But, like, I still think they got a Jack Eichel for pretty cheap.
I think so, too.
I think Krebs
if Jack Eichel can come back and be healthy and be Jack Eichel that he was just before getting injured, I think they got him for pretty cheap. That's a very big if, though.
Well, from what I hear, Krebs is supposed to be good. He's having a kind of a shitty season right now, but
Vegas has
he's
been having.
He's supposedly supposed to be a lot better than what he's showing right now.
Well, he's a young guy too.
Yeah, he's quite young. He's one of their
2019 first rounder.
Something like
I think
that. He was a recent first rounder,
maybe 2020.
So he's still pretty new to it. So
yeah. Actually,
hopefully he pans out for Buffalo. I'm sure he's gonna get a look. I think he did get sent down to the A from what I heard on he got assigned on
he's starting
the day of the trade. But I imagine he'll get a look at some point this year on a team like Buffalo where they just need guys. So he's gonna get a chance, I'm sure. And then Alex Tuck, I think, will be a real big help for them, especially with sort of the hardworking, we're just gonna try and see what happens attitude they got going this year. He very much fits in that mold. So I think he could be fun for them. And he's pretty cheap for a good long while going forward. So
I'm excited for him in Buffalo because he's from Syracuse. So
yeah,
hometown boy.
Buffalo fan. He wanted to do this. I mean, some of that might have just been he got traded to Buffalo and he's. But it seemed
it makes sense though. Yeah. It makes sense thinking about when he would have been growing up because Buffalo is actually good.
Yeah.
There was a few years there where they actually did kind of own with Ryan Miller.
Yeah.
That you could see how somebody could, get sucked in there.
It's even like, I don't know if we're going to touch on it, but it's kind of the same thing with the Adam Fox signing and with the Rangers because he's from Jersey or not Jersey. He's from Long Island. And so he was like, I grew up watching the Islanders and the Rangers. And he's like, now I get to stay locked down to the Rangers for 7 years. So
he's on the wrong side.
So it's probably,
or was he a Rangers fan on the island?
Or it's like
heresy.
It's probably the same feeling for Tuck too.
Yeah.
I think it was a good trade for both sides.
Yeah.
But the real winner here is Jack Eichel because he gets to have his surgery and he gets to hopefully come back. 3 months, please. So we can see him at the Olympics.
I'm excited to see a Jack Eichel on a team like Vegas because he was doing some insane shit on Buffalo.
Dude, I still remember one of their favorite highlights of him to show is him dangling through like 3 Bolts players and just putting it past Vassy. And I'm like, stop showing it.
So like he's a special player. And he's been doing that on Buffalo.
I saw too.
And just I'm imagining what he might be able to do with guys like Stone and Pacioretty. It's like, it could be dangerous. It could be. Oh,
it's definitely could be dangerous.
It's
guys,
all hinging on how he returns health wise.
Yeah, this is the first time we're going to get to see Jack Eichel play with like a real team around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't say that as a shot at the Sabres. I'm just saying the time he was
He's saying that as a shot at
into
Jeff
this-
Skinner.
just
I mean-
Jeff Skinner specific.
That team wasn't bad though.
Jeffy.
On paper, that team wasn't bad.
They were
Last
okay.
year's season, like
Yeah.
with Taylor Hall and Sam Reinhart and Risto and
I agree. They should have been better.
Kyle Okposo's decent too. Like he's not great. He's obviously past his prime, but like these guys are all decent hockey players. Like they should have been better. And I don't know.
I agree. That team should have been better, and I think a big issue with that team last year was defense.
And
And
goaltending.
I was gonna say goaltending, but no. I think it was
Allmark actually was pretty good.
Yeah,
He
I
was
think
good, but
Allmark
he
was
didn't
out a
have
lot.
that much play time. Yeah, that was the problem.
He got hurt.
He was real good for like the team's first 10 games, and he had, I think, like a 9-13 on the Sabres.
Yeah, which is pretty
Um,
ridiculous.
And then was just injured most of the season. So
Yeah.
that's part of
Yeah,
it.
so they
but-
relied on Hutton. They relied on Carter Hutton.
Yeah, that's true.
The majority of that season.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure
Dustin
Hutton got picked up by
Tokarski
like,
got some
Arizona this
time.
season.
they needed
Yeah.
they needed
No, yeah, you're
old
right.
they needed
But, like,
old
Hutton
Craig.
got picked up by a team this season, and then now he's not even playing because he sucks. Like,
Yeah, Arizona's
not
having
great.
a hard time. They got their win though. They got their first win.
Arizona sneaking into the wild card, right, Benny?
Just give them time. Just give them time. Just give them time.
Uh,
Just like my Habs, it just needs some time.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's move on, shall we?
Sure. Why not?
Who wants to go first? We
What
got
do we-
to talk about all our teams. Who wants to go
I'd like
first?
to go first,
All
actually.
right. Okay, go for it.
Because for the first time last night, I finally got to sit down and watch the Islanders play. Like, for the first time in a while.
Just watched an actual
And they
game.
they beat Winnipeg 2-0. And it was
Hey,
great
there you
because classic Islanders scoreline and classic Islanders fashion. Scored 2 goals. Barzell misses an empty net, takes a penalty after because he's frustrated. They hit
Oh,
He
posts.
missed an
They
empty
just-
net. That fucker, my fantasy night could have been even
Yeah,
better.
I know. Sorry.
Oh,
Benny.
god damn it.
Yeah. He also was in on a clean cut breakaway and hit the crossbar. So the Islanders can't score for shit again. But they score 2 goals, and Ilya Sorokin has just been ridiculous. I think he hasn't let in a goal out of the past 21 periods of play. He has not let in a goal for 16 of them.
let's go.
God dang.
And his save percentage right now is a 939 for the season. Over the last 6 games, it's a 960.
My goodness.
So Ilya
He's
Sorokin
balling.
Frickin'
is
A.
on fire right now, which is great because, and again, I was saying this, so I think this is important. The first 2 games the Islanders played were against the Hurricanes and the Panthers, and look at where both of those teams are right now. So
They're
the Islanders
pretty
got
good.
blown out. Yeah, the Islanders got blown out, and again, I was kind of like, it sucks, but I'm not that worried because the Islanders didn't play that well. They played really good teams. That doesn't really show how Sorokin's going to play this season, and lucky for me, all of those things kind of panned out. Sorokin's playing great. The Islanders are back to. There was kind of a stomach bug going around. There were some people who weren't healthy. I know Anders Lee was out a game. But yeah, that's. I think that's the main thing. I just want to talk about. Sorokin's play has really impressed me, and the Islanders seem to be getting back to that. Their whole defensive structure. Not a lot going on. I mean, they played Winnipeg and like Kyle Connor. Who's the big line? Kyle Connor, Pierre-Luc Dubois. All those guys didn't really do anything.
Interesting.
So yeah, the Islander. I don't think they played Winnipeg. Who else did they play? I believe they lost to somebody, unfortunately.
No, I bless you for not bringing up that Habs game.
Oh yeah, that was the they beat the Habs 6-2. Sorry,
that ain't
Yeah.
news, Benny.
Yeah, that was the other game.
6-2, eh?
But,
Shite.
Yeah, it was real
yeah,
bad. I was funny. I was still at work for the first 2 periods of that, and my sports editor, who is an Islanders fan, had the game on the TV behind me.
Sorry.
And he wasn't being like doing shit talking or anything, but like it was funny. He would just kind of like every time they scored, he'd just be like, oh yep, and then I'd be like, they did again, yeah, cool, yeah. He'd been hearing me talk about the Habs for the last few weeks already, so he kind of expected it. But
You know what?
yeah.
I'm going to say this, Ben. I'm going to say this. So the thing I noticed about that game is the Islanders dominate the game and are winning 5-0. And of course, with like 3 minutes left in the game, in classic Islanders fashion, instead of let's play really good defense for a full 60 minutes and get Sorokin that shutout. They're like, we're up 5-0, and then they just leave somebody wide open in front of a Suzuki or some. I don't know who it was, and then they make it 5-1.
That's funny because that's also classic Habs fashion of the last like 3 or 4 years. Is they'll play dog shit for 2.5 periods, get down in some hole, and then
And they'll
play a friggin' immaculate third and get within reach, but never quite there at the end. And then this year they're just more trash, so their within reach isn't quite as close. But I don't know. And then anyway, your Islanders. I'll get to my Habs eventually.
Well, I was going to say this is the perfect transition because that's really all I have to say about the Islanders. They're still on their road trip, guys. So they had a lot of space between games. They're playing Minnesota right now, and they're up 1-0. So I don't know what's going to happen. You're going to see this after this game is completed.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zach Parise's return to Minnesota tonight, by the way, guys.
Oh boy!
What?
Yeah. Not as a Wild.
That's right. I forgot he went there.
Yeah, Zach Parise's on the Isles.
Yeah, he's on the Islanders.
Forgot he went there.
That's pretty much all I have to say. Again, they're getting back to the Islanders hockey everyone's used to. It's like, wow, this is hockey and nothing's really happening. They're really good defensively. That's about it. But yes, Ben, let's take it over to your Habs because I think you seem like
seems like he really wants to talk.
Some thoughts?
Well, they beat the Red Wings again.
There you go.
Wait, let's Ben. If you could describe the Habs using 3 words, what words would you choose?
How about 1?
How about 1?
No, I'm gonna go with 3, and it's just gonna be I don't know. Because I don't fucking know, man. Last night they outshot the Vegas Golden Knights 21-1, or was it 20-1?
It was 20-1. It was
20-1 in the first period. Come out of the first period up 2-0.
Jesus.
And then I admittedly didn't watch the next 2 periods because I went and hung out with some friends and played Mario Party. But I was like, they seem to maybe have this game going well. Like, yeah, they're good. Mm-hmm. And then I check it next to see 5-2 at the end of the game.
5-2 for Vegas?
From what I saw, From what I saw on Twitter, there appeared to be some iffy penalties and whatever, but also
is this some shenanigans?
They let up 5 unanswered goals.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Just can't have that happen.
It's kind of a lot.
I literally have a system now. I put the game on, I give them a period and a half, and they're almost always down by at least 3 by then, and then I shut it off.
God dang, man.
That's terrible.
Because I'm not like, I've seen what they've been doing all year. I'm not gonna spend 3 hours of every game just I love the guys, but no.
Yeah.
If you're playing well in that game that night, and which is why I actually was kind of paying attention last night, even though I was kind of checking my phone every once in a while. But no, not even that one. But yeah, no.
So Ben,
I don't know. I keep trying. I keep watching the beginning at least, and then if it gets bad, I just switch off because
I have a question for you, Benny. I have a question for you. First, I saw on Twitter I think you retweeted or liked that funny hockey account, hockey images that precede unfortunate events, and it was just a picture of the scoreline of the Habs game, and they were up 2-0 and out shooting the Golden Knights 20-1, and you're just like, how does that precede an unfortunate event? But anyway, Carey Price is
Montreal Canadiens hockey.
Carey Price is coming back, right? And I just want to say this. I just want to say this before you get into it. How do you feel about that? And also related to that, how do you feel about the play of Jake Allen? Because it can't all be him. It can't, unless you feel it is.
I'm excited Carey's back. I hope I'm sure it's probably not gonna, like, he's back to practice tomorrow. He's almost certainly not gonna play for like another like 2 to 3 weeks because he didn't have any training camp. Like he hasn't done anything.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sure he's probably been like working out, keeping up, but like he hasn't been. So he's gonna probably take a couple weeks before he's back ready for games, I would imagine. But once he is back, I think it'll really help in the sense that I don't think enough is made of how much Carey plays into how the Habs play their game, because of the goalies in the league who play pucks and make that a part of their breakout. The Habs for several years have made Carey like an integral part of their breakout mostly because a lot of their defense are not the best puck movers.
Interesting.
But like the amount of pucks he stops and just gets out before even anything happens, like he is very, very active when he's playing his game. He was not ever doing all that well last season, and there were some concussion issues, and that all makes sense. But then you see it when he's on his game in the playoffs, when he comes to play, you see what he is. And I think not enough is made of how much of a part, not even just the goaltending with him plays into how well the Habs do, but also just the way he plays the puck. And then also just him as a guy being there. And then I think you saw it on the playoff run. Just some of the fucking stops he was making. Like the amount, I got to imagine if you're on a guy's team and you see him doing those things and like, you're like, oh, okay, so we might be okay. Like it probably plays into how you play, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can see
to a
that.
degree psychologically. Like if you watch him do like that, I think there was that friggin' save on Alec Martinez in the Golden Knight series that sticks out the most, where it literally like he just got across quick enough where it like caught like part of his back and went up, and it was just like there was so many moments like that in that run. And now I'm just going off having those memories again because I'm sad. But I think him coming back will be a good, like at least a good presence on the team. And I'm sure it'll probably help them win some more games than they are right now. But that's also a very low bar. And then getting to Jake Allen, a lot of people are giving him shit. I don't see how you do with where everything's going. He's already got 2 shutouts on. The Habs have 3 wins. 2 of them were shutouts by Jake Allen. One of them was a 48 save shutout.
Jesus.
And then like I'm sure, I think there was a couple Sam Montembeault losses in the 10 now. Yeah, 10 now. And the rest were Jake. But like, the problem is their decor is just, the problem is the guys that they have that can play the most minutes are probably their slower paced ones. But the problem is they have too many of those guys. And the only guys who they have are puck movers, are very low end puck mover defense. Like I love Sammy Niku and everything. He's been fun, but like he's a 7th guy. And Brett Kulak has been trying his damnedest. I will give him credit. He's been trying his damnedest. He's been like a diamond in the rough for what's been very rough. Jeff Petry's not been having a good year at all. It's just not great. I don't see, like, there's no part of my brain that's like, yes, this is all on Jake Allen. It is all his fault. Because they're also like, they're scoring. I want to know what their goals per game average is, because
I can tell you.
Yeah, I don't understand how you can. I don't understand how you get. Blaming a single player just in most circumstances.
You are
really. Especially
whatever 26 divide 13 is.
26 divide 13. That's 2.
Oh wait, that's 2.
So they have a 2 goal a game average, and what is their goals against average?
Whatever 45 divide 13 is. That's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
and
they're just
over
there's
2.
no scoring happening. Like it's just a train wreck on defense most nights. Ben Sherratt has just become like a total non-option, and I'm glad I wasn't watching the 3rd period last night, because at one point he ended up on the power play.
Oh yeah,
he didn't score. Dang it!
You don't want him rocketing them in from the point.
All right, Ben. You look like you're gonna blow a gasket over there. I just want to.
No, I'm not even. It's not anger. It's just like I'm
No,
just.
not- yeah, not
I'm
anger.
fully past that. I'm just like, what are we even doing here?
Confusion. So
Yeah.
the last thing I want to say about your Habs, and then I want to hear Nick. I want to hear about Ottawa. But the last thing about the Habs, who's that rookie with the curly flow? Pizzetta.
Oh,
Oh,
Pizzetta,
that's some
yes.
sweet hair.
What a
yeah.
legend! What
He's
a
a fun
legend!
guy,
and
too.
mustache.
Yeah.
He's just like a really like grinding kind of energy third, fourth line guy.
Oh,
He's been fun since he got called up.
Okay.
He's actually had he had a decent, really good first game. He hasn't done much. I mean, Habs haven't done much. I don't know. He's not gonna be the answer, but it's fun to have him up.
Yeah,
The flow is
that's a fun thing.
epic.
I wanted to know more about him.
I have
he's
one
an
last.
energy.
I have one last
Oh, yeah.
question for Benny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then we'll move on. Who gets shipped out in March or whenever the trade deadline is?
Mm.
Assuming you guys don't
Nobody, because
turn
they're-
it around.
Nobody, because he's saying they're a wild card team.
That's what I mean. Assuming they don't turn it around, who
Nick,
gets
I
shipped
had
out?
a lot of undeserved optimism before this season. They're already too far in. There's no way they turn this season around. I don't see a way. I just with the
It's
way
not
that
that they still got
yes, but the
Come on,
pace
dude.
they're
69
losing,
69 games?
the pace they're losing games right now.
Oh, it's quite bad.
and they've not shown anything yet to suggest that they can stop it. Like there's not. They've had
That's true.
like there's been
understand
two
that feeling.
wins that they've been there's been two wins where like they've both been seen as like, oh shit, okay, can you build off the, and then no, just there's nothing there. I want to watch them and like them and like see what they're doing and think that something that they're doing is going to eventually build up to hit something good, but I don't know.
So what you're saying, so you don't really know you couldn't say who's going to get shipped out.
If I'm thinking of like who are the most likely candidates, Ben Sherratt is on an expiring deal,
I
and
just saw that.
somebody's gonna. I hate him, but I also know that probably means there's at least 3 or 4 GMs in the NHL who will gladly take him because he's a minute-eating, shot blocking, tough fucking guy, whatever the fuck.
I'm not
So
gonna
you
lie,
could
Ben.
probably get a 4th or 5th round pick for that.
This is my hot take right now. Ben Sherratt goes to Pittsburgh and then just becomes good because that just tends to happen.
Yeah, that sounds about
That's
right.
the thing.
yeah.
I could totally see Ben Sherratt going somewhere and just starting to do just a whole lot better.
Yeah,
He's doing
probably.
things.
So Ben Sherratt,
But-
okay.
I
Ben
was
Sherratt,
looking to see who the Lightning could snag from you.
I could see them maybe moving Lehkonen because I've
We're
always
bringing
heard.
Drew back, Mike.
Oh god, I don't know why they would.
We're
he's
good.
actually
We'll
he's-
pass on that.
We're
He's been doing some stuff.
We
He's
don't-
had a decent year in assists. I don't know.
We'll pass.
I
We'll
don't know.
we'll take
I don't know,
Pizzetta.
man. Just
we
for the
like
flow.
we like his flow and facial hairstyle.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on the Habs. They're a team.
Okay.
All right.
They're a
Nick.
team.
Here's
They're a
what's
team.
going on with the other northern team.
Nick
You
hasn't
guys are
watched him
interested.
still.
This is true, and I'll explain to you why I haven't. So
Okay.
they're through 10 games at this point. They looked good at the beginning. First 2 games, they won. So their current record is 3-7. So
You have an
Yeah.
OT. You have an OT loss as well.
Eesh.
whatever. That's still what I think.
That's what's keeping you above the Canadians.
That's what's killing
And,
the Habs this year. They're not getting
they've
any of
beaten the
those
Stars.
OTL points.
They've beaten the Stars twice, which is
Dang.
okay. But here's what we got going
the
on, right?
Stars.
So the last 6 games, I'll break it down for you. Aside from the Stars game, only giving up 1 goal, they've given up 5 in the last 4 games alone. Each game they've given up 5 goals,
Shit.
and
That's bad.
against the Stars they only gave up 1, but against the Caps they gave up 7.
Oy.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they got absolutely smoked by the Blackhawks. They pushed it.
Oh,
okay, so
no.
here's the
By
OT
the
loss. They
Blackhawks.
lost an OT to the Wild, 5-4. They got piss pounded by the Golden Knights, 5-1, and then last night they lost to the Lightning. So,
But okay.
as a result of that, They sent Philip Gustafson down to Belleville AHL, which I don't know if I agree with, but okay. But the thing is, like, you know what? The same issues from last year are coming back. It's poor defense and bad goalie play. When you're giving up 5 goals a game, it's the defense will contribute to some of that, but that's also a goalie giving up 5 goals. Like you can't continually give up 5 goals a game and expect to win them.
Oh no.
And like their offense isn't playing bad. Josh Norris is playing pretty good. Drake Batherson's playing out of his mind right now. I think he's like 6-6 or 5-6 or something like that. He's playing really good. But their goalie plays bad, and I don't know. It's just kind of like I don't when it's a bad team, I lack motivation to try and turn on games. Like I should have watched the Tampa game last night, but Mike and I were playing Call of Duty.
We were playing some Call of Duty. Not the new one though.
The news that broke the week for them was that they made Brady Tkachuk their captain.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
That's pretty cool.
How do you feel about that?
I think it was either him or Shabbat, and I think everybody knew it was going to be him. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of a given.
It was fairly once they got him signed, it was like, yeah, when are they gonna put the C on him?
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating to watch. I don't really like watch. I haven't watched any games. I only watch highlight packages afterwards.
We're gonna have a watch party. We're gonna have a little watch party. One of these
Sens watch party.
Let's go. Yeah.
But I mean, Ben, I'm sure Ben can attest to it. It's like when they're
the same
playing
boat as
badly,
Ben.
do you really like? What's the desire to watch this game and watch them lose? Like,
I still like. I don't know. I love the Habs, so like, I still like. There's still some sick part of me where I'm like, yeah, they're gonna try it. They're gonna do the thing. They're gonna like like I said, I'll give them about a period and a half, and if they're not doing the thing, then I usually.
Yeah, listen, you don't. It's not just teams that are sucking. The one game where the Lightning were getting owned by whoever the hell it was, Detroit. I was like, all right, shut it off.
Yeah.
It's just not fun. It's not fun to watch the team that you like get owned.
Well, it'd be one thing like with the Habs anyway. It'd be one thing if it was like, all right, they're losing all these games, but it was a bunch of 4-3, 3-2.
Yeah.
Like, and then they were like
Those
clearly fighting and in it.
Yeah.
But they've never once been for a moment in most games this year. So like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
if
it's not fun when you watch.
Great.
It's not fun when you watch your favorite team make it to the conference finals, and then the Tampa Bay Lightning score 8 goals against them in a playoff game, and you just sit there and wonder what you're doing with your life. That's not.
I had a few games like that the next round. It was not great.
It is unfortunate. Wait,
yeah.
Not for you, Mike, but
there wasn't any blowouts in the Habs series, but there was like a few where it was like I remember there was a couple first periods where the Lightning would get like 3 goals in 5 minutes, just stunning the Habs just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
was rough.
They tend to do that.
Nick, so are those your final thoughts on the Sens? Because we're talking about Tampa.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything, but like I said, it's just goalie issues.
So here's what I'll start. Here's what I'll
giving up a bunch of goals. I don't know what to say about it.
Here's what I'll start my Lightning little segment with. For some reason, I couldn't watch the game. I don't think it was on ESPN Plus. It was on. You know what? It wasn't. It was on the NHL Network. So I couldn't watch that because I wanted to. I watched the highlights, and I believe Ottawa outshot them. And from the highlights I was watching, it seemed a closer game than like the final score might lead you to believe. So I think Ottawa was in that game, and Brian Elliott was in the net again. So that could have been.
I wonder why.
That could have been it too. Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, oh, okay. Better hope they don't score on you. Yeah. But But no,
Matt Murray was in net for Ottawa, so there's enough
I
said
did.
right there.
I did see that. Yeah. That's just what a goalie match that is.
Oh God, yeah, that's just
5 years ago, that would have been a good matchup to watch.
yeah.
Would have been pretty good. Yeah, would have been pretty solid. The Lightning, though, they're doing much more of the same. They lost twice this week, unfortunately, losing to both the.
Maple Leafs.
Wait, I think they. Oh wait, never mind. They only
overtime.
lost
They
once.
lost-
They only lost once. Yeah, not twice. But yeah, their one loss came to the Leafs, giving up
So
the tying goal with 40 seconds left in the third.
yeah, Mike. I have a question for you about that. Did you watch that game in full?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched.
Okay.
I forget when I think I turned it on in the third. I think I turned it on with like
Okay.
halfway through the third, and then Danielle was like, "Come on, Leafs," because she has frickin' Nylander on her team, and I was like,
We all have a Leaf. What do you mean?
I was like, and then what
So
happened? And then what happens? They frickin' score, and then she gets all quiet, and I'm like,
Tavares.
Danielle.
I have a question about that. So did you see the that was the game the Sergachev hit happened? Did you see that hit?
I didn't see the hit. I saw it after the fact. Terrible. That was
He has a habit. He seems like he has a habit of
keeps
doing some dumb stuff.
doing it.
'Cause I feel like
Yes.
he did that once in the series against the Habs too.
He keeps doing stupid stuff, and he keeps doing like cross checks. Like cross checks the dude like 5 times in a row, and then they call it, and then he's like, "How did you call that?" I'm like, "Are you serious?"
That's real bad because in the NHL you usually at least get 1 or 2, and
Yeah.
then they call it.
It's insane, dude. He keeps doing these stupid things, and I'm glad I'm glad he got the 2 games, because if he hadn't, then like maybe this way he'll learn.
Did you see though before the hit? Did you see Hedman just hooking Marner?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that? That was the funny. It's just this big man. He's like, I'm not gonna skate and catch him. Let me just use my stick and literally try to pull him back. Like the most blatant hook.
That's a legitimate strategy.
Yeah, but see, I don't mind exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind that, because it's like you're gonna all right. Marner's a good player. He has a chance of scoring. I'm just gonna take the penalty because why? You know what? It's whatever. I'm just gonna trust my penalty kill. He's not doing anything to endanger him or like take his skates out or anything. So I respect that head. Yeah, Sergachev. So
I don't know.
I think he got called, and then Sergachev. But that's the thing. As he's hooking Marner, then Sergachev just comes in, so Marner's getting hooked by Hedman, and then gets
because that was the big thing, was they must have called Hedman on that, because they didn't. Sergachev got nothing.
Yes, he got nothing.
That's kind of nutty.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just wanted to ask you about.
Wait, so that means they were looking at the play because they called.
It was right there. They would have seen everything.
What is this?
It's the same shitty officiating we've had for the last 3 years, and they still can't figure it out. Just call it.
No, I bet the logic was, hey, we're already taking 1 Tampa guy. We can't take 2.
That's got to be it. But like,
it start to look like we're going against them or something.
I hate it, dude. Just call the rule book, and if a team does a bunch of penalties, they get a bunch of penalty kills. They get owned on the score sheet. And then they don't do so many penalties. Like, I feel like this is something you learned in kindergarten.
We gotta manage
with timeouts.
The games. We gotta manage the games.
Fucking assholes. I hate that, dude. It's so frustrating. Just call the game. Call the rule book.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We'd be lucky to even get like regular season rule book standards in playoffs one year. That would be even kind of crazy.
Stupid.
So Mike, so they did, to be fair, they did lose in overtime. Toronto is like one of the hottest teams in the NHL right now, I'd say, after their little slump.
They are right now, yeah.
And so you got to point out of that. And then what was the next game? Was
That's
it just Tampa and Ottawa?
Yeah, well, they played Monday. They played the Capitals, and they beat them by 1 in regulation.
That's a tough matchup. And,
they're
beating them in regulation. Yeah, okay.
The Lightning are still playing the way they're playing. Listen, I wrote this down because I wanted to highlight it. Just a couple things about the team. Matthew Joseph is about this close to being insane.
Yeah.
Because he's freaking fast, and I see him get like 3 or 4 high quality scoring chances every game. But
he's finally getting like a bit more of expanded role this year, right?
Yes, he
because
is.
of all the losses.
He is. But he is too fast for his hands.
Oh,
He can't put it together. He bobbles the puck.
yeah.
And it seems like he gets too excited and then just is like freaking out. You know what I mean?
That's the thing that makes McDavid so special is he has that speed and then can do like every damn thing he wants at that speed. Most people can't.
Yes. And but like Joseph needs a little bit of like Cooch energy.
That is the hands. I mean, yes, it does depend on your like just your coordination to a degree, but like that's a thing you can improve.
Oh yeah, no, he totally can.
Work on. Yeah.
No, I think I'm hoping that he does because I'm telling you he's going to be insane if he does.
Yeah.
But he also needs like a little bit of zen. He just needs to relax a little bit. You know, Kucherov never looks like he's trying, and he
chooses moments a little more.
Maybe slow down a little bit. But no, I think he's going to do really well. And actually, one of our best lines is actually the third line again. As far as like keeping the play. Well, it's not the same third line.
Yeah.
What is the third line? What is the third line?
It's actually Maroon, Colton, and Perry. Actually,
I miss him so much.
They get it. They do the same kind of thing. They don't quite have the speed that the other line did, and that's probably why they're not scoring as much. But they're getting it deep and they're keeping it in that end for a little bit. But they haven't really scored. Like Colton has 1 goal and Maroon has a goal, and I think Perry has an assist. So they're not scoring as much as I feel like they should be with the amount they play on the offensive end. But I think they'll put it together, and I think it's going to be real nice when they do.
And it's also valuable to have a line that can like just get some sustained time in the other team's zone whenever they're on the ice, because that tires them out and it doesn't really do a whole lot to you. It's all good.
But you got to get it.
He did a lot of that for the Habs in that playoff run.
Yeah.
That's a nice veteran line right there.
Yep, and then the young guy. But let me tell you, they got to get it in the other end because, oh boy.
That doesn't scream like great defensive line. No,
they are not great in their own end. I mean, geez, you got Pat Maroon, Ross Colton, young guy, not really great at the defense, and then Corey Perry's not really, awesome at defense.
I love
Corey
him.
Perry was never a defensive specialist.
No,
he that was never his forte last year.
Yeah. I guess, and then there's a bunch of dudes hurt as well. I didn't even realize. I mean, we have Kucherov, obviously, is out for like 10 weeks or whatever it was from when he got hurt. Zach Bogosian is on this team. I don't know if you guys forgot that. I did.
Yeah, I did.
I forgot because he played half of the first game of the season and got hurt and's been out since then.
Jesus.
That's actually classic Zach Bogosian.
Yeah, pretty much.
He had a good couple seasons of not getting hurt, and then because when he was with the Sabres, he was hurt all the time.
He was. He really was.
His first season, the one season he was with Tampa when they won it, he played a lot that year. Played a lot last year with Toronto. And this is now back to the old style of when he was with the Thrashers, getting fucking hurt again.
Yeah. Yep, Thrashers. He was the third. He was third overall pick, and he was picked right after Hedman, I think. In that draft, I think. So 2 defensemen going top 3 there. It's interesting. But that's pretty much all I have for the Lightning. They're still doing their thing, so I can't be upset.
I do want to. I mentioned this last week. I kind of wanted to pay attention to the Kraken as well.
Oh yeah.
For the team talk. So I'm just gonna keep this real quick. But guys, Jordan Eberle, first hat trick in franchise history. Ex-Islander. That was really awesome. It was at home at Climate Pledge. When I saw that, I was like, Ebs, I miss you, buddy.
And he had the big hat bag in that picture. That was cool.
Had the big hat bag. But good for Eberle. He has a bigger role on that Seattle team, and seems like he's doing well. The Kraken also dropped a game to the Coyotes last night, and the reason that's significant. Every team in the NHL at least has 1 win now. and the Coyotes were the last. I did not watch any of that game. I can't say how the Kraken are playing, but I'm just going to say this. If you watch Kraken games, the Kraken, it's like you were saying before, I forget what we were talking about, but when the Kraken lose, it's always a very close game, and the Kraken are always in it till the bitter end.
So they're having a bad year in the way I wish the Habs could.
Yeah,
be.
exactly. So that's
they do seem to be in every game, which is good.
Yes. So I think that's interesting because as the season goes on, we'll see. Yeah, if they can ride momentum, ride an upswing in that Pacific division, they might be able to do something. But that's about all I have for the Kraken this week. So.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
The goal went 5-hole on Grubauer.
I saw that, the winning goal. Yeah, it was just
Dern. It's a big Dern right there.
Boo!
Yeah.
You suck.
5-hole is the worst. I don't know if you got playing goalie. 5-hole is when you let in a goal 5-hole.
I can't remember. It's been so long since I played goalie. I can't. I'm not. My temperament's not made for being a goalie.
I have to play Tuesday night for my roller hockey team. So
I always enjoyed it when I did it.
Yeah.
I was better without equipment.
Yeah. Or he just would flop around in the net with reckless abandon.
I would hit full send every day.
Ripping holes in the knees of his jeans, ripping his crotch open.
How's that
of his
tooth feel
jeans
since he played goalie?
No, that was a whole separate. That was back when I played goalie with an actual puck
and with his grampy.
And he was just like, yeah, it's fine. You don't have a mask on.
He's Canadian, man. You don't need a mask.
Yeah, dude, he's raising you right. He's raising you right.
Fucking cat, dude. I don't want to go off topic, but my goddamn cat keeps fucking trying to eat shit out of my garbage, and it's driving me insane.
Wait, Cece, guest on the podcast. Where are you?
Yeah, pick her up. She's just eating a tissue.
No, I have this pack of I had these things called sour strips.
Is that what you were eating last night?
No.
This dude.
Those were my
chomping in the mic.
This dude was eating, but it wasn't crunchy chips, so it's like
it was just like yeah.
It's like
but she keeps fucking going in there and pulling that goddamn bag out of the garbage. I'm like, cat, stop it.
She wants the sugar.
I've been doing this for like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, you know what I used to do with my cat whenever my cat was being a little bastard? I would pick her up and PETA, relax. What I would do is I would hold her upside down with her head down. I would hold her like by like the hips, like the haunches, upside down. They did not like it at all. It was like it's like negative reinforcement. Yeah. I do it with the Yorkies too. They really don't like it.
Anyway,
yeah. What do you guys want to talk? Ben wants to talk about fantasy.
Oh hell yeah!
Still in last, but
I am still in last. But last night got me within striking distance of hell. Even fourth place.
Does it bum you out if I tell you that I also had 130.9 this week?
I had 117 points last night.
But like I'm only literally 106 points back at you now, Mike.
Oh dang. Yeah. Everybody's kind of gotten close then, eh?
I'm only 100 and a little more behind your dad.
Shit, my app won't fucking load.
Like I had such a good night that it literally brought me like out of the depths. Because everybody else didn't really, other than Nick. Nick, you had a 122 night last night, and that was the only one who was close.
That puts me within striking distance of Danielle. Finally, it's taken me forever, but
yeah, it doesn't bring me anywhere near like the top, but it brings me within range of fourth place.
Here's the thing is with the way that it's shaped up here, there's a huge gap between third and fourth.
Yeah,
third place is 78 points behind first. And fourth place is 217
It's
points.
Shaping up to be like it might be a season of 1 through 3 will be a competition all year. And then the rest are just seeing who can be the highest.
We still have a lot of season left, gentlemen.
This is true. There's a lot.
I don't suspect this to be the same when we get to the end of the season.
I've been wheeling and dealing. I have 22 moves made on the year. The next closest is Mike with 12.
I see you've been. I looked at it today because I was going to shuffle a couple guys around as well, And everybody I wanted to pick up, Ben picked up. I'm like, this son of a bitch.
Wait, guys, who? Wait, Nick, what place? Wait, go around here. Nick, what place are you
I'm
in?
second. So Danielle's in
Ben?
first. I'm second.
I'm in 8th.
Okay,
But I'm
Ben's in eighth.
I'm making moves.
Mike, 5th.
Yeah.
Okay, so Danielle's in second.
No, Danielle's in first.
Danielle's
I'm
winning.
in
Danielle's in
second.
first.
Yep.
You're in second, Nick.
Yep.
Yep.
Third
Yeah.
place is Nick's friend Nick.
Okay, Nick. And Nick.
Nick Capola.
And then
Okay.
fourth, right in
And
front
then-
of me, is my dad. And by right in front, I mean 1.5 points in front.
Oh my god.
So I'm coming for you.
He's
My
having a
dad
good
would
night tonight, I think.
My dad. God damn it. I'm not. I have 7 points.
He has a 34-point night. I have a 26
And
point night going.
Barzell should have
Ben,
got you
check
an
mine.
assist.
Nick, you have
You have negative 10.
23-point night going.
Never mind.
I know I had some guys playing tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. You got David Perron got himself an assist.
Okay. What a guy, David. Perron.
Alec Martinez got a bunch of a shot and some blocks that got you 3 points. Huh. Where did these? Oh, Tyler Bertuzzi got a goal and assist.
Dude,
Tyler Bertuzzi
went fucking off last night.
Tyler Bertuzzi's
Yeah.
having a year.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
I'm sad. Nick, I'll take him.
That's
What do you
the only
want?
reason why the Habs have gotten wins against the Red Wings, I think, is because they've had to come to Montreal every time.
So he's gone. Yeah.
So, yeah, he hasn't been there.
Playing.
That's funny. All right, gentlemen. I got one last
He's
thing
still
on the docket here.
he could-
Oh,
Remember that before we get to that, remember the comment he made? He said, I'm still going to win the heart and not play in Canada. Well, if he plays at the pace he's playing, maybe.
Something tells me I don't think he's going to keep this pace up for
nah,
82
no
games.
way. If he
but-
does, that'd be impressive.
If he does, then yeah, maybe. Who knows? But
He could get the heart for sure. If Detroit does something.
yeah, that's
So,
a lot
this-
of ifs.
This was Excuse me. This was an idea floated to me by Danielle
Oh boy.
2 weeks ago. So I totally forgot about it last week. So there's a couple teams that do this, but the Buffalo Sabres this year have let their players pick goal songs, personalized goal songs. So, song
Okay.
plays whenever they score, as opposed to just
Okay.
one for the team. And so her idea was to go around here and say what our goal song would be.
Shit.
Okay.
I'm going to try to figure it out.
I know I've sort of sprung this on you guys.
Well, if we had looked at the
I saw
outline,
it. So I
Pull it
saw
up
it
the
like 10 minutes
Spotify.
ago.
telling myself right now.
I think I would go with a classic hockey song. We all
That's what I
know
was
it
thinking.
as a Sandstorm. I
Oh,
would use
Ooh.
Sandstorm.
Just you gotta have a dance to go with that. I think.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
just
and now,
can't just
yes,
have,
part,
can't just drop that track and not have a move to go with that.
part two.
Come on.
What would your goal dance look like? Get up and do it on your bed.
Oh no.
So I know I don't have a dance, but I know what my move would be.
Your
If
celly?
I scored a goal in the game, my
What would your
celly
celly
would be. It would be put the hockey stick down in the sword sheath,
Ah,
Oh,
that's a
that
good
is
one.
classic.
That's a good one.
That is a classic.
Or-
That's nice.
or riding it around like a horse.
Yeah, that is a
That's
good one.
even yeah.
Mine would be the classic. What do you? Is it X? I forget what you hit to make yourself dive, but I would just dive head
that's gonna
first
be
into the
mine
boards.
as well. That's
Give-
gonna be mine as well. Yes.
Give myself a concussion.
Oh no, don't.
That would also be my celly.
Yeah. It's a classic.
It's my go-to and chill.
My song. Do you guys remember? I don't know the title of it, but you guys remember that it's like Joker and the Thief or whatever.
Yes, I think that's the title.
I think that's what I thought, but
Yeah, it
that
is.
would be mine. That would be mine because that's pretty solid.
That's a good song.
Yeah. Eric, you're a music guy. What are you thinking?
I'm a music guy. I have a
Joker and
bunch
the
of
Thief by
obscure ones.
Wolfmother.
I have a
Um,
secondary song too that I just thought of.
But Eric, what is your primary song?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. A song that got stuck in my head for a while over the summer. "Heat Waves" by Glass Animals. Great song.
Okay.
How's that go?
Does any?
Haven't heard it, but
You-
we'll give her a listen after. Heat
Well, we don't
waves.
want copyright strikes. What's like the main bit, Eric? Bless us with your beautiful voice.
Give us a little
No,
beat.
Why would I do that when I could just hold on. You guys have never heard of this song?
Well, the
I think
audio
I
is
have.
cutting in and out real bad.
Yeah, I can't quite hear
Look
it.
up heat waves. Look up heat waves on your own.
Anyway, I'll
Heat
look it
waves.
up.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
I ain't singing. I'm
And
crapping.
then I would go with "Gold on the Ceiling" by the Black Keys, which I'm almost
Oh.
positive has been
That's a
on
good
an NHL soundtrack
It
in
has.
like the 2010s at some point.
No, it was. I think it
Uh,
was 2015.
I said in the 2010s. I wasn't sure.
Oh, that is the 2010s. Yeah,
yeah.
for some reason I was thinking earlier. that the 2010 was
I
the
knew I knew
2010s.
that song.
Yeah, but
a
that
good
would be
song.
my song, and I would also have to go with the Chell dive face forward.
Yeah, actually, Eric,
let's see.
what would your celly be? Do you have a special celly move?
Oh, the celly. I love the get down on one knee and do kind of like the crossbow kind of thing.
Mm,
That's a blast.
that's the Subban.
Subban does that.
Yeah.
In reality, my celly, like when I played in real life, was always just a fist pump. I was always
Same,
like,
yeah. Or also another great one. I would love to just skate at the boards as fast as possible and jump up into them. And if
Oh,
I
the
just like
Ovi.
go
The Ovi,
flying,
yep.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'd
So-
be great.
I like the one, Mike. You might remember this. Remember the Mighty Ducks when they score and they're smacking the sticks around the boards, and then they hit the guys in the helmets as on the way by.
Yes. Yeah, dude, that's sick. I think you might get a penalty. Nick, you said you had a secondary song.
I do. It's X Gon Give It To You by DMX.
Yeah, and
That's nice.
That's a good one too, actually. My
and you
second.
could do like an X dance.
Oh yeah, you could be super cringy
Come up
about
with
it.
something for that.
Oh yeah.
The dog bark in the beginning would be great.
My second one. You don't have to do a second one. I just thought of it. Would be what the fuck's that song? I don't know. It's one of those Justin Bieber songs, the newer ones. Not baby.
Yes, that's no.
Yeah, maybe
Use that
that could be
song
okay. Nah. And just to end that off, would you guys like to guess what Jeff Skinner's goal song is?
Yes.
Is it Barbie Girl?
If you know it, don't say it. I want to see if somebody else can guess.
It's not Barbie
know.
Girl.
It's not Barbie Girl.
Shit.
You're on the right track.
I'm gonna
though.
s-
Is it
I'm gonna
YMCA?
say-
No, Barbie Girl is closer.
I'm gonna say it's a Taylor Swift song.
No.
Dang it.
You ready?
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
It is Party in the USA by
Oh.
Miley
Oh,
Cyrus.
amazing.
so close.
That's
That's
amazing.
great.
Yeah, dude, it's quite a
I
thing.
love it. I love it.
It's quite a thing.
That's funny.
Yep.
Has he scored yet?
He has, I think, one goal. Yeah.
Was it at
Nah,
home?
he
at
had a
least?
2-goal game a couple nights ago.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Frickin' A.
Oh,
So
Jeff.
I'm sure he has scored at home then.
Look at Jeff go.
Look at him
Good
go.
for
Look at that. $9 million for 3 goals. It's all worth it.
Oh, geez. I mean, hey, they're pretty happy right now. They ain't doing half bad.
It's working, yeah.
Yeah, they've dropped 4 straight.
Well,
Oh, well, yeah.
shit. I haven't been paying too much attention to them.
I'm-
They
I'm
were
gonna say
having a
that.
time.
Hey, there's CC.
CC.
There's CC. Stop
They're
digging
about
in
to
the
get Alex
garbage.
Tuck. They're about to get Alex Tuck, though.
Put her upside
Trying
down.
to hold her upside
Put
down.
her upside down.
She's biting me.
Yo, she-
Yeah, see, you clearly haven't shown dominance to your cats yet. You got to get on that.
She's a pain in the ass.
They got to know
All
that
she wants to
you're
do is
the
eat.
owner.
I feel like out of all the pets, cats are the ones to just be like, I really don't care that you're the
Oh yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
totally the ones. They're totally the ones. That's why you really got to show them. Anybody got anything else?
I don't think so.
You know what? I have something.
Okay.
And it is directly okay. I haven't been following this team that much, but guys, what the hell are the Colorado Avalanche doing?
I was just talking
Please
to
tell
Benny
me.
about that. I don't know.
I don't
Please tell
really
me.
know.
'Cause they
What's
don't-
going on there?
They don't have any injuries. Not
Yeah,
any
they
big
do.
ones. Who?
They do?
Jonathan, or not Jonathan.
Taves?
Devon Taves.
Devon Taves. Okay.
It's a big,
Okay.
decent-ish part of their blue
Yeah.
line.
Decent-ish. But they're the Colorado Avalanche, and they have Bowen Byram, Eric Johnson.
What are they doing right now? What's their record?
Oh wait, they have Jack
4-5-1?
Johnson.
What
They
the
have Jack
fuck?
Johnson. It's
Yeah,
their
Hey, we have solved it. They have Jack Johnson.
Yeah, they have Jack. Never mind. All right, guys. End of the segment.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
Well, give it
God.
up.
We needed to call in Velma for that one.
No, but seriously, I don't think Kemper's looked that bad, and you have that forward core that's just ridiculous. I don't.
I gotta
So
be honest.
Rodman's
and
been out
say
the
I've
last
not seen
week or
any.
so,
I haven't watched any.
Okay.
Yeah.
but they lost to the Blue Jackets twice here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rantanen was out for both of
Yeah.
those games.
They lost to
Oh,
the
okay.
Blue Jackets?
a lot of people have been
Of
losing to
course.
the Blue Jackets.
Who are
are the Blue
7 and
Jackets
3.
actually
Blue
okay right
Jackets
now?
are- yes, they
They're-
are.
they're-
Because
they're-
Merzlikins,
Yeah, they're in the first wild card.
and Korpisalo.
Oh yeah, what am I talking
Merzlikins
about?
and Korpisalo
Merzlikins
are
has
playing
been
well.
holding it down for me in fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's one of my goalies. I have Merzlikins and fucking Kemper, so the duality of goalies right now.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Duality or Darcy Kemper is at least getting points because he's getting shots on and
Yeah, true,
he's
true.
not doing terrible.
All right. Well, in that case, so basically, it's like, Colorado's just in this weird spot right
They'll
now.
get it.
Probably
They'll
will change.
get it.
they'll
Yeah,
probably-
I'm not thinking they're sunk on the season yet. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
It was odd to see though, because I was like, yeah, because
Mhm.
Vegas is doing kind of crappy, and then I look and a
And-
few spots down, there's Colorado. I was like,
Colorado.
what?
Yeah, it's a
What are
little
they
weird.
doing?
It's a little
They're
weird.
sixth.
And Nick, I didn't know Miko was out too. So that's good to
Yeah,
know.
I have
Oh,
him
he
on my
is?
fantasy team, and he hasn't. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
been out a little bit.
Rantanen.
Nick said he's been out for the past week.
It's a big old turn right there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's it. That was on my mind. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Quite odd. There's a couple weird ones. Injury riddled Pittsburgh down low.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Colorado.
had so many COVID issues and everything. That makes sense to me. They've had injuries and they've had a bunch of people miss games due to COVID protocol. So
Yeah.
that's
One team
not
I'm
that weird.
One team I am surprised about this year, and I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, and you guys might feel the same, is the Flyers. The Flyers are playing pretty good this year. They're 6-2.
Yeah,
I never
that's-
know
Yeah.
what to think about the Flyers, if I'm being
Same.
honest.
Giroux
Same,
is coming
actually.
back to form.
I've
Or is he
never
now?
I always just watch the Flyers every year and I'm like, show me. I'm interested to see. Because I've never got any fucking clue what they're gonna do in a year.
Last year, we knew that Carter Hart was playing bad. I think that was a given. Like he
That
had
was what it was.
seemed like a historically bad year for him. I mean, I know he hasn't been in the league that long, but he didn't play good, and he's obviously he's playing better this season. If they're
Yeah.
For sure. For
Third.
sure.
Good on him
Yeah.
for turning it around.
Yeah, so you guys ready to wrap her up?
Yeah,
I
that's
think so.
it. I got nothing else.
All right. Now I know this episode might feel long for you guys, but it's actually going to be just over an hour.
Well, yeah, because we had a bunch of
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
email starts at the beginning there.
Yeah. So everybody who watched, thank you for watching. Hit that like button if you liked it. Share it with your friends, all your hockey fan friends. Your mom, your dad, uncle, aunt, whoever,
All them people.
sibling.
Your guinea pig?
Share,
Smash that subscribe button.
smash the subscribe
Oh
button.
boy. Smash it. Don't just click it.
Yeah.
Smash that.
You need to
fucking
break your mouse
thing. Break
while
your
clicking
mouse
it.
in half.
Okay, so you're gonna just click it like you normally click things on your computer, and yeah, have a great
Oh,
rest of your week.
Eric comes in like the IT guy. Yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all.
See ya.